Okay, we're back to 7.3. This is part 2. It's a long section. Adding and subtracting rational expressions. Now I do not have a common denominator, so the first thing I need to do is choose one. 2 and a 5 go into 10. And they each have an n, so it's going to have an n. So 10n is my lowest common denominator. Now to change each one, it's subtraction. If I want this to be 10n, I need this to multiply by 5. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do the same to the top. 5 times 1 is 5. If I want 5n to be 10n, I'm missing a 2. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. That makes that 6. Now I have a common denominator. Combine the top, keep the bottom. 5 minus 6 is negative 1 over 10n, and it is simplified. Here, for the 7 and the 2, my lowest common denominator will have a 14. And p to the third and a p, that means I need p to the third, because they both have to go into this. Then I need to multiply by what's missing. Here I have the 3 p's. I just need to multiply the top and bottom by 2. So this will be 4. Here, notice I have 2 terms. I'll be missing, I need a 7 to get to the 14, and I need 2 more p's, p to the second to get to p cubed. Whatever I do to the bottom, I do the same to the top. And I have to distribute. So that'll be 7 p to the third plus 21 p squared. So now I have a common denominator. Combine the top, keep the bottom. Here's my denominator. I have no like terms. I'm just gonna, and it's all addition, everything's positive. I'm gonna list the terms in order of descending degree for my p's. It doesn't have to be that way. Example 3. These are both factored, but they're completely different. My lowest common denominator has to be an x and x plus 3. Alright, now that I chose my lowest common denominator, what's missing to get me there? This is missing an x plus 3. Over here I'm simply missing the x, but I'm using parentheses because I have 2 terms times 2 terms. I'm going to be foiling. I'm going to have x squared, I'll write it up here, x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. So that'll have 5x after I add them. So x squared plus 5x plus 6. Foil first, outside, inside last. I have a subtraction. I have to watch out because I'm going to have more than one term up here. Here, I'm just going to distribute this x. I'll get x squared minus 4x. So let's be careful when we combine our like terms because I'm subtracting. I have to remember I'm subtracting this and this negative 4x. X squared minus x squared, those will cancel out. 5x minus negative 4x makes this plus 4x. So it's 9x. It goes plus, add the opposite. And then 6 plus nothing is just 6. Now you'll notice I can factor a 3 out here. However, it's not going to help me simplify. So both these are simplified fractions and both these are correct and equivalent expressions. They're the same fraction. Here, I have to factor these denominators so that I can see each factor while choosing my lowest common denominator. Here I had a GCF of a 2, difference of perfect squares. So for my lowest common denominator, I'm going to need a 2, x plus 2, and x minus 2. Now they're each missing something. This is missing x minus 2. So when I multiply, I'm distributing. I get 9x minus 18. Here, I'm only missing the 2. So it'll just be 2x. Whoa, my small document cam fell. Here, I'm gonna, now I have a common denominator, add the top, keep the bottom, 9x plus 2x, 11x minus 18 over 2x plus 2, x minus 2, and there's nothing I can simplify there. The next two examples are opposites. You look at the denominator. They're not the exact same, but they're pretty close. What we're going to do, because this x is positive, that's negative, this one is negative, that's positive, they're exact opposites. So I'm going to multiply this to change the signs. I'm always going to change the second one. The first one stays, and I'm going to have negative 4. So this will be negative 1 now and positive x. So I can write it negative 1, positive x. So it's in the same order. Now I have a common denominator. Combine the top, keep the bottom. 6 minus negative 4, that changes to plus, will be 10. And it's simplified. Again, I have exact opposites. It's only going to happen with a negative, two terms and a negative in the middle. I'm going to change the second fraction to match the first one. This one doesn't change. Negative x minus 1. That'll be negative 2 plus x, positive x. So I just rewrote it in that order. Now I have common denominator, add the tops. 3x plus negative x is going to be 2x. Negative 4 plus negative 1 is going to be negative 5. And I cannot simplify. Here let's factor the denominators. 3 and 2, 2 and 1. So my lowest common denominator has got 3 separate pieces. I need a y plus 2, y plus 3, and a y plus 1. So they're each missing. This one's missing a y plus 1. This one is missing y plus 3. Here I'm going to distribute y squared plus y. I'm going to watch out too, I got a subtraction sign here. Here I'm going to FOIL, so it'll be 2 steps. I'll write the first one right here. 4y squared plus 12y plus y plus 3. So I'll have 13y. So now I'm going to combine the tops, but I have a subtraction sign, so I'm subtracting everything over here. Y squared, take away 4y squared is going to be negative 3y squared. 3y, take away 13y is going to be minus 12y. Nothing minus 3 will be minus 3. There's nothing I can simplify. The order of the factors on the bottom does not matter as long as I have one of each. And that's my simplified fraction. So I'm running out of time on this video, but we only have one more left. I factored. My lowest common denominator has an n plus 3 and two n plus 1s. They're each missing one factor. So here I'm going to have 7n squared plus 7n. Here I'm going to have 3n squared plus 9n minus 2n is going to be plus 7n minus 6. Carefully combine the top. 7 take away 3. 7n take away 7n. Nothing take away negative 6 is plus 6 all over the denominator. And I'm done.